Hey, welcome back to the channel for 8 mods you need for a spicier Sims 4 experience. Romantic interactions and relationships in The Sims 4 are so watered down, they are almost borderline vanilla. In this video, I want to share with you some mods I found to definitely spice up my Sims' life. Do keep in mind, this does get a little hot, get a little spicy. Nothing too crazy. You're not going to see anything wild, but I'm just giving you guys this little quick disclaimer now because this is definitely not kid-friendly territory. I guess technically this is going to be mod number 1. I found it last minute and wanted to include it into this video. I haven't had a lot of time to play around with it, so I didn't want to go and showcase it or anything quite like that. I kind of want to add it in as like an honorable mention, but it is called Sultry Sims version 1 by Plumlace. Essentially what this does is it creates deeper romantic connections for your Sims. It adds depth and realism. There's like 3 brand new traits that you can pick from that actually have brand new interactions around them as well. Speaking of interactions, there's 12 in total. You can playfully tease, you can confess secret admirer, sing a love song, confess secret desires, write steamy love letter in your journal, naughty pillow fight, solo woohoo together, talk about new kink, ask for a cute selfie, ask to bite neck, naughty slap, and even sleep completely pixelated. Mod number 2 is by Utopia. Essentially, this mod started off as just pure animations, but Utopia was able to actually make these into interactions. So in the Kiss and Grind pack, there are 3 animations in total with over 20 buffs that your Sims could potentially experience. There's brand new animated objects and sounds, and I can't wait to see how Utopia expands on this in the future. I will say Utopia's animations and their interactions are like top tier quality, kind of the best of the best in my personal opinion. I feel like this pack works the best in a club setting or maybe like a lounge or something, and you'll see exactly why I mean that in a second. So in order to access these interactions, you're actually just going to click on your Sim and then you're going to head into romance. Actually, I take that back. Let's try it again. So you're going to want to start off with whatever Sim you want to be the dominant Sim in the interaction. Earlier, I had Olivia perform the interaction, and so her fiance Julian was just grinding all over her. It was kind of funny, I'm not going to lie. It was a very humorous moment, but that's not how I wanted to display these animations to you. So this time we're going to have Julian kick off the animation. So once you click on romance, you're going to hit the brand new pie menu called Kiss and Grind. From there, you'll be able to choose from 3 brand new interactions. We have sensual grind, drunken kiss, and intimate kiss. Let's start off with the sensual grind. You'll see how intense this frickin' gets. So Julian walks up to Olivia. Olivia grabs him by the neck. He kind of caresses her a little bit and then flips her around, and you know, she's getting down with the music. She's really enjoying it. I love like the intense gaze that he has on her and like the random kisses and stuff. You can definitely tell they have had one too many nectars. Let me tell you, this is spicy. And then as you can see, Julian has a brand new moodlet. It says captivated. Julian is addicted to the way he feels when he is around his partner. I think that's really sweet. All right, so we're gonna go with the next one, drunken kiss. Ooh, okay, yeah, let's see what that looks like. I actually haven't seen this one yet. I'm sorry that there's like so many freaking Sims around, but you see he like pulls out a bottle and she's caressing his face and going in for a big old smooch. He's taking another swig of his nectar there, or maybe his, you know, juice on the rocks. And I just love these animations, you guys. They are like beautiful. They're very fluid, super seamless. I love them. This looks so cool. I would love to like implement this in like a little cutscene or something in an LP. I definitely could see myself absolutely using this. Oh my God, wait. Did he just pick her up and throw her over his shoulder? He's like, you're coming home with me, mama. I love it. I love it. That is actually really freaking cute. I'm surprised he didn't. Did he just throw the bottle? Drunk romance. Julian has a heart that's about to explode with passion. And for the last and final interaction, intimate kiss. I'm not sure about you guys, but I can absolutely feel the heat in those animations. Like, that was really freaking intense. Olivia also has a ton of moodlets, which I should probably read off just in case you're interested. The first one is Kissed by a Drunk. Whoa, wowee. That was amazing. Great partners really know what they're doing. The next one, Passionate Drinking. There's nothing more romantically heart-fluttering than smooching after a few swigs of a drink. Sentimental words. You are mine. I love when you say those words. Because the showcase is all about intensifying your romantic relationships with your significant others, the next mod is More Kisses by Mabel Bell. I've already showcased this once before, but I wanted just to give you guys a really quick little synopsis of what it entails. So underneath romance, physical intimacy, you'll see here More Kisses. In this pie menu, you'll be able to select from 9 brand new animations / interaction. So you can choose anything from admire and kiss, shy and kiss, searing, hug and surprise, grab, frenzy, forehead. Like, seriously, there's so many different options here. So we're just gonna go with maybe like a forehead kiss just for an example. I'll link the video down below where I actually went into a little more depth. So I will say the animations are actually still pretty good with this mod. There's definitely a little bit of a lag when you enter the animation and you exit it, but I mean, still, it's absolutely beautiful. Like, I love that these are integrated into the game, so you can kind of create like a very serene, like, scenic moment between two Sims. I feel kind of bad not showing off one more kiss, so let's check out what it looks like to have a shy kiss. Mod number 4 is called Pillow Talk by Shimrod. So after your Sims are done having their hot and steamy woohoo sesh, instead of just going straight to sleep or getting up and walking away, they'll have a little bit of pillow talk. I did notice though that previously when I had ran this animation or interaction, they would literally just sit and talk to each other, but for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but Julian has like the giggles and he's over here tickling Olivia, which I think is so cute. Like, I love this. I love that there's still some intimacy even after woohooing, instead of just going straight to sleep. Another mod that complements the Pillow Talk mod perfectly, in my personal opinion, is the bed cuddle animation / interaction by Pancake One and Nazir Yuki. So whenever your Sims go to sleep, they won't be strangers in the bed anymore. They'll actually cuddle and caress each other through the night. These next 3 mods are all by the same creator called Lumiao. They're one of my personal favorite Sim 4 modders ever to like exist. I swear the content that they create is like top tier and it's just absolutely exquisite. So we're gonna be getting very chatty because obviously these mods are like super rich with details, so it's going to be kind of hard for me to like show you every single feature because there are a ton of different features and so many scenarios that would unlock those features. So the first mod is called Road to Romance. Basically what this mod does is it gives your Sims a brand new romance skill. I don't know how far the skill goes, but I do know the higher you get, the more interactions and moodlets you'll unlock. There's also a brand new mood called Affectionate, and Sims will experience this at a higher romance skill level. There's also like brand new rabbit holes where your Sims can actually ask another Sim to go out on a date. That I'll be able to show you. So all you do is just go into the romance pie menu and then you'll hit go do something together. You'll be able to offer to go to the movies or go to a restaurant, maybe go for a walk, go out with friends, offer to go out for drinks, and ask to go to couples counseling in case any of these other mods just completely destroy your relationship. It's possible. So there's a lot of fun things that you could do. It's very late to go out to the movies, but let's just say Olivia is feeling spontaneous and she wants to go watch maybe one of the newest flicks to hit the big screen. So she's asking Julian right now. He's like, girl, I was just about to finish making my grilled cheese. He loved it there. He didn't even get dressed. He's going out there shirtless. It is a rabbit hole, but still, I like rabbit holes. Sometimes they can be quite useful. So right now Julian is feeling very focused, and that is because he's watching a movie. Shh, movie playing. Julian and his partner are at the movies. You guys, that movie was ridiculously long. I think they were there for like 3 freaking hours. It does charge you, by the way. We were charged 20 simoleons for the date. And then we also got this pretty sweet moodlet called Sweet Date. Julian enjoyed the date, and all that time in close proximity to his partner got him feeling rather romantic. Another feature that's a part of the Road to Romance mod is the ability to partake in online dating. Now, if you have Little Miss Sims dating app, then you probably don't need this, but I guess this kind of complements that. Also, there's other mods in this list that have online dating as a part of one of their features. But all you need to do is just click on your computer, hit online dating. It's going to have like the 2 little hearts. You'll be able to go on a date and also browse through dating profiles. I'm just going to, I'm going to look. I'm not going to touch. I'm in a relationship. We don't want to mess that up. But I did want to kind of show you guys what this looks like. Nothing seemed to really happen when I had Julian browse through the online dating profiles, which is a good thing, in retrospect. But also, nothing happened. I want something to happen. So we're going to go and click on go on date. Hopefully he doesn't disappear off the lot at 2:25 a.m. That would be very suspicious, and I'm sure Olivia would not appreciate that. All it seems to do is just pop up a menu that you can choose from a selection of all of the Sims available in your save to go out on a date with. I think that's kind of cool. I do. You could definitely use your imagination with this one and pretend that you met via a dating app. This is where things get a little bit harder to explain, especially because we are in a committed relationship. But mod number 6 is no strings attached, and it allows your Sims to be friends with benefits, meaning you don't need to have any type of actual like relationship bar with them. You're able to engage in all of the perks of romance, but none of the downfalls of getting attached, I guess. So I just introduced myself to Jenna here. She is a Sim that I do believe is engaged or going to be married or something along those lines. But once you create a relationship with that Sim, you're able to hop into the romance panel, and then over here in physical intimacy, we can offer to be friends with benefits. The no strings attached mod also has its own point system, which can actually cause your Sims to start developing feelings. I think it's kind of hard to do, but it can happen, and you can like gauge your like feels towards that person too, and kind of pull back a little bit if you need to. Oh, Julian and Jenna have developed a romanceless romantic agreement. Also, I think whenever you're around a Sim that has like that friends with benefits perk, you'll feel flirty around them, and then you'll have this brand new friends with benefits pie menu. There you'll be able to kiss, intense kiss, you'll be able to flirt and then compliment, and then obviously if we go back home we can tell Olivia about it by confessing to cheating. So we can worry about getting found out. We can also terminate the relationship and even plan out our next date. So I don't know what Jenna's about to do, but I feel like she is getting way too close to Julian right now, so let's just go and give her a kiss. I think if you like perform too many friendly interactions, that's where you can start getting the feels, which obviously can be super duper messy. But y'all, this is wild. Like look, no romantic relationship even required. Seriously, no romance necessary. And yeah, that's a little gander. Nothing too big, but a little gander at the no strings attached mod. Julian is back home from the gym now, and Olivia has been patiently waiting for him while watching one of her favorite Sim shows on TV. As you guys can see underneath the romance panel, we can now confess to cheating. We can also confess to having an affair, which leads me into mod number 7, the RPO mod, also by Lumiel, but better known as the relationship and pregnancy mod, but formerly known as the Woohoo Wellness mod. This mod here allows you to control everything when it comes to relationships, family, and pregnancy. You can control cheating and fidelity, so you can express your suspicions about closeness with particular Sims. Like obviously we know Julian was just unfaithful, so if Olivia wanted to, she could come over here and confront her boyfriend about it and be like, hey, so what's going on with Jenna and you? I saw her texting you on your phone, like what's up with that? And then I think he can respond, but I think he can also, if he really wanted to, he could come up with a reason as to why he did it. He can come up with an excuse. Also, you can control like makeup and breakups. You can do like temporary you can do temporary separations, separate permanently. You could be angry, or it could be like an amicable separation, like hey, things just didn't work out, or you can take a break. And then you can come in here with family and pregnancy, and you can ask a Sim if they want children. And then you can also tell them about a negative pregnancy test, which obviously Olivia just took, and she's pretty sad about it. I'll tell you all about that in just a second. But also you can explore reproductive health, woohoo health. You can, get on birth control and prevent pregnancies. You can also do a whole bunch of other things. But when I was talking about earlier, talking about like whether a Sim wants to be pregnant or not, and being able to control like, your preferences in terms of expanding a family, within this mod, you're able to choose if a Sim would be happy to have a child right now, if they're indifferent to it, or you can even select the option where the mod will allow that decision to kind of change over time or fluctuate. There's also the ability to select whether or not a Sim would prefer an exclusive relationship or maybe is indifferent indifferent to having an exclusive relationship, or maybe just strictly prefers having non-exclusive relationships. So for the most part, Olivia and her fiance, I keep saying boyfriend, are, you know, pretty compatible. But the only thing that's really different is that Julian is just indifferent to being romantically exclusive, which we literally just freaking saw because he's flirting with Jenna. Weird. But up here, I did actually have Miss Olivia take a pregnancy test, and because she does want children, she actually has this really sad moodlet down here saying failed to conceive. Sometimes it can be harder to expand a family than hoped for. Now, if she was not wanting children, she would be elated. Like, this would be great news for her. But because it's the complete opposite in terms of wishes, she's sad about it. Like, she's a little distressed, and that kind of breaks my heart a little. So I kind of want her to come over here, actually, just for curiosity, just to see what happens, because it's been a while since I played with this. But I kind of want her to express her suspicions about Jenna, just to see. That's a really weird way to do it. That is a weird way. She's like, honey, come sit down. Actually, on second thought, she's probably like, hey, honey, would you come sit down for a second? He's like, sure. And then she drops the ball on him. And I love how Julian's like, darling, you're worrying over nothing. We're just friends. Nothing going on. Olivia's partner denied being involved in any way with that other sim. Hopefully, it's true. Yeah, okay. That sounds like a big fat freaking lie to me. I love that, though. This is the drama and the spice that the Sims need. Underneath pregnancy and family, Olivia can even tell Julian about the negative pregnancy test. She could even ask Julian if he even wants children. This is really good for Sims that are just meeting and maybe starting to form a romantic relationship and start getting on the topic of whether or not they want to build a family. That's a great question that absolutely needs to be talked about. We could also explore woohoo health. Y'all can read the screen, and also adoption is a lot more in depth as well. In a nutshell, the relationship and pregnancy overhaul mod is so vast and wide. I could not possibly cover the entire thing in this video. And finally, for the last and final mod. This mod is technically like the black sheep of the community, but I know a lot of people do use it, and for various different reasons. It is called Wicked Whims, or if you wanted to, you could use the PG version called Wonderful Whims and get all the perks, except all of the perks. So for me, I am actually using the full version of Wicked Whims right now, and the reason why I like to use Wicked Whims is simply because of the PG animation. So Wicked Whims is a really great system that allows you to create like different individual playlists that you can actually start, whether you wanted to like create a queue for a machinima or something like that. Not everything is like super spicy, if you know what I'm saying. Like it's not every animation takes you there. Granted, you do have to filter through all of the animations to figure out which one isn't like that, because they're kind of hard to come by. But I really like those animations for like machinimas and things like that, because they kind of give you the feeling of it being an interaction, I guess you could say, without it technically being like a pose with Andrew's pose player, which can kind of take you out of that storytelling element. Anyway, that is one reason why I like it. Another reason that I like it, and this could be with the PG version too, but if you go over to, I think just Wicked, you're able to get a fertility treatment. You can actually get a bikini wax, which is cool. I mean, hair is now a thing in The Sims 4, so that kind of makes sense. You can even go into the tanning salon. You could go to the Wicked store. You can also check your period too, because menstruation is a thing. It happens, but you can also disable it, and you can disable a lot of features too with the mod, so you don't see any of that hanky-panky, that crazy stuff. Also, there is an attractive system, or an attraction system, and that one's actually kind of cool to me. I really like this because it's a little more in-depth than you would think it would be. So let me just try to show you really quick here. So I'm going to go over to Julian's profile. Hopefully nothing bad pops up. Here you can see his orientation, and you can see that Olivia perceives him as extremely attractive, which is interesting because sometimes when you meet a sim and they're just starting to get their relationship going, they might be basic looking, but over time the attraction for one another grows, and I think that's just pretty cool. I like that. That feels very real to me. I was kind of hoping Julian did feel differently about Jenna so that we could see like a different range of attractiveness. Another feature that I really like about this mod is that when a sim engages in exercise, they will actually perspire. Like, they will sweat. It will happen. Obviously, if they engage in other things, that would happen too. So it has other elements to it that like implement realism besides like the hanky panky spicy stuff, but obviously the main selling point of this mod is that it does take woohoo to like the next level. So if you do decide to install this mod, tread with caution. It is definitely not family friendly. It is definitely not, you know, for children's. Okay, it is 18 plus 100%. And you know, maybe if that's your type of style and you're grown and you want this game to be realistic to the realistic, I definitely suggest checking it out because it will absolutely give you that. It is so hard to navigate this mod without actually showing you parts of it because it is kind of, you know, not appropriate or whatever. So I'm not doing that. But you can create playlists, as I mentioned earlier. So you do have to filter through the animations. You are able to disable animations you don't want your Sims to perform in. So you have full control over what you do see with the mod. Unfortunately, you have to see it first in order to never see it again. Here I've started to compile a list of PG animations. And when I mean PG, I mean there is no weird stuff that happens. So this one is I Miss You. And it's actually a really cute animation. Like it is really cute. I want you guys to see it. Don't worry, you're not gonna see anything bad, but I love this animation. It gives me like the freaking feel. So Olivia is going into her bed. She's all snuggled up. Her phone is next to her. She's looking beautiful, by the way. And I think she just, you know, she's waiting for that text or that phone to ring. Her hand goes over her head. She's thinking about him. Getting a little steamy, all right? Getting a little spicy. And she's like, you know, I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but maybe I should text him. Maybe this is like how it was before she like, you know, actually reached out to Julian. She was just always on the line waiting for him. Now over here, your sim is going to get a little flustered. Some text is going to pop up on the screen, but I'm telling you, you guys, it definitely has its perks. And if you are someone who likes to create machinimas and you're currently using the Andrew Pose player, this is definitely easier in my personal opinion. But like I mentioned earlier, there aren't really a lot of like PG animations and it's kind of a hassle to have to like discover them all. So allowing players to be able to curate a playlist is honestly a genius move. I don't think I've played with Wicked Whim since this has been implemented, honestly. Also, quick little side note, I did download every single animation available to Wicked Whims on the actual Wicked Whim website. Nothing weird or anything, but I had to download every one to find all of the PG ones. So if you wanted to, you can kind of take a look on the screen here and see some of the ones I've already compiled into my playlist so that you'll know the author of the actual animation and the animation name itself, so I can kind of help you get the middleman out of the way. This is where I think I'm going to wrap up today's video. Do keep in mind that there is a ton left to explore, but I'm going to allow you to do that all on your own. But hopefully with these 8 mods, you'll be able to spice up your Sims' life. And if you're interested in picking up any of the mods that I showcased here today, you'll be able to find them down below in the description at XUrbanSimsX.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, but don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.